Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we got a good one. It's the Flensburger Weizen out of Flensburger Brauerei in Flensburg, Germany. Thanks for joining us.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing. And we are excited about the one we're going to try today. But before we get there, we appreciate you guys checking out this video and would appreciate if you can give us a like, a subscribe, and also cheers that notification bell so you can be notified of our videos in the future. And also, while you're checking us out, you can check us out on social media. Links are below in the description. So check those out as well. And you can see us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Yep. So check us out on Discord and join the conversation. Discord.
Oh, not that cord.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
I got your joke. Yeah, man. Took me a minute.
Like that. Jokes in the attic.
Yeah. So, yeah, head comedian in the attic is here. Jay is here. I am Ben. Thanks for joining us. And what are we drinking today?
This one's all Andy.
The one with the coolest bottle top that we've had to date. The Flensburger Weizen. It is out of the Flensburger Brauerei in Flensburg, Deutschland, Germany. But it's unique because it still uses the old flip top seal closure, instead of bottle top and all. Well, do y'all know how to open one of these?
Well, I know we have to remove the.
You just push forward.
Out.
Yep.
Woo! Hello.
And you notice the sound it makes. Listen to the sound.
That nice, wonderful pop.
Plop is what they describe it.
Wow.
And they refer to the plop, it's pretty much synonymous with their beers. And at their brewery, or they have a shop there, they call it the plop shop.
Interesting.
Yeah. Our over here, we just refer to plop as something else. So that's for another channel.
I am not a part of that channel, thankfully.
So this is an unfiltered wheat beer, 5.1%, 15 IBUs.
And looks like a fair amount of carbonation in that.
Yes, typically are.
Yep. Smells nice and weedy.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Nice. Tastes like a typical wheat.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, so this is one I picked up not too long ago. Took the fam to Helen, Georgia, a little Bavarian town in northern Georgia, about an hour and a half north of Atlanta. They have it's modeled or architectured after a German town, German architecture, a lot of German food, beer garden, which is the shirt here I'm wearing. But they have a lot of German beer in the beer stores and bottle shops. So, of course, I just saw this one, and based off of the look alone, was intrigued, and so wanted to grab it for us to review, and definitely glad I did. So, something a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. But interestingly enough, this is not a Bavarian beer. It is northern part of the country. A different state. So we said Bavaria was like a different state. It had the blue and white checkered flag. This or their federal states, which they refer to as Bundesland, This Flensburg is in Schleswig-Holstein. Thank you, Google Translate.
Bless you.
So the brewery started in 1888 by 5 citizens in Flensburg, and they still have their own water well supplying the beer from an underground vein of very old ice melt out of Scandinavia. So
Wow.
this is some unique water we're having.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that makes a lot of the beers different and unique is they use their own filtered water or spring water or things like that. So sometimes you get minerals and other deposits in them. So,
yep. This type of top, it's got porcelain and with like a rubber gasket. And they still use it in all their products, not just this one beer, but they make a big range of beers, but they also do, I think, some mineral water and some other things. But before they, when they first started bottling beer, 1800s or so, they were using cork, and it was harder to get the cork out, and it just wasn't as reliable. And actually, this style of top is got multiple names. They call it the flip top, but it was called the Quillfelt stopper. It's created by this American inventor called Charles de Quillfelt, and he applied for a patent in 1874. And some other guy bought the patent and took off. They started bottling fruit. When you see like those old fruit jars that they're doing, and they have that big wide flip top.
mm-hmm. Yep. I was going to say, you see that more in canning or other things.
Yeah. That's how it started. And then they did it with beer. But over there, they recycle their bottles. So, I mean, that's, using ceramic or porcelain with that rubber gasket. That's not very cost effective compared to some other ways, but they recycle a lot more over there.
I can definitely tell you finding this beer was not very cost effective either from a cost standpoint. It was definitely of the group I brought back from Helen. It was definitely the most expensive set. And I think I got a 6-pack. It was about $17-18 for the 6-pack.
Yeah.
For these. So,
but similar to a lot of those over there, your deliriums and others, they can get up there.
So, but definitely worth it, so that we can try it and have something a little bit different that we're not typically used to drinking or reviewing, for that matter.
It's good.
Yeah, I like the label art, their crest or so. It's got the little castle with it looks like some lions flying out of the castle and a boat on the water.
Yeah, it's definitely very cool. Definitely very cool logo. They actually,
or a tower or something.
Yeah, it's on every sticker that is actually
on
the bottle has that same logo
on the top.
Yep.
That's their crest, I guess.
Yep. Wow.
So
cool.
I haven't had it. Have y'all had it?
Yeah, I've not. I've got the other. I gave y'all a couple. This is one of the 3. So I've got the other 3 in my fridge, which a little foreshadowing. I'm glad I do, because I like this.
Well, then go ahead and rate it.
Yeah, I'll do it. So for a wheat beer, it has a very muted wheat taste, which I actually really like, because I like wheat beers. But much like IPAs, the problem I often have with them is sometimes they're too far. There's obviously, for me, a line in the sand where a wheat beer becomes too weedy, and I no longer like it as much as maybe I would something like this, where it's not so overpowering. This is very easy drinking. It has really great flavor. It has that wheat flavor, but again, it's not that overpowering. I really, really like it. It's 8.5 for me. Who's next?
Right. So I'll pile on to what you said. I think you hit a lot of the highlights. I really like, and I don't know, I think it might be the mineral water that makes a bit of a difference in some of the flavor and mute some of that wheat tone. But like you said, easy drinking and easy going. Great wheat beer. I kind of graduated and don't drink as many wheats as I once did. Once I got more into a lot of the IPAs, but definitely very refreshing. I think I'll give it an 8.
So when you had the wheat graduation, do you get like a diploma, or is there
Castle.
you wear the cap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
So, no, I used to be on the same area plane as you with IPAs. I couldn't stand really hoppy things, and somewhere along the lines the switch just kind of flipped, and I started drinking more and more and loving more and more and expanding horizons. The same with sours. I never was a big sour person, but now I absolutely love them. So
Yeah. Cool. Andy?
Me turn. Ben, I agree with you in terms of wheat beers, sometimes too weedy. I don't want to taste grass, like almost like you're at a juice bar and you get one of those green concoctions and it's just nothing but
bamboo.
Yeah. As some wheat beers send me in that path. And so I think in the past, that's why I've kind of shied away. I do like good Hefeweizens, but some of them can be just kind of, I don't know, bland or stale tasting. But this is probably one of the best wheats I've had. And the other ones tend to be the European style, I guess that old world wheat beer creation. And I could drink a lot of these. It's so easy. It's refreshing. I like that it's unfiltered, so it's not just too light, like some macro lager or something like that. It's got depth. It's got carbonation, excuse me. And so I'm going to also give it an 8.5. This is where I think a wheat beer should taste like, something this good. So 8.5 for me.
Yeah, this is I've made this comment before on some other beers, but this is one where I'm glad I've got 3 more in the fridge. So definitely excited to have a couple more of these, because this is a really, really great beer. All right, that will give us an 8.3 for the Flensburger Weizen. Definitely in the flip top. Definitely want to mention that again. Definitely a great wheat beer. You ever see this thing, you would be remiss not to pick it up and give it a shot. We have definitely all thoroughly enjoyed this one. And like I said, I'm glad I have extras, and these guys do not. So
I know where you live.
Yeah, well, if you want to drive the 5 or so hours to get here, I'll definitely share one with you. But that's going to be it for this one. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell, and check us out on social media. For Andy in the attic and Jay, I am Ben. Mine's almost gone. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
That one is good.